Welcome back. Welcome back to uh, Trading Maze. Welcome to Trading Maze. And today is 3rd July, Thursday. Welcome back to the New York trading session. Today we had news, enough peaker news we had, but trades were not possible today because it was very fast. It was I think 1 minute candle. Let's pop into the charts and let's start. I hope you can see my screen. So let's Let's go into daily time frames first. Then we'll come back to the 15-minute time frame. Daily time frame. Yesterday, yesterday we were thinking the two possible trades. I was thinking this could happen. This the 75K selling, but it didn't come back to that level. It just took liquidity from this high, and it fell from there. Yeah, nothing in a 1 day time frame. Just that. I mean, yeah, it looks like it's a bearish, no? I think one. Let me pull up Fibonacci. Let's see what percentage this is. 50 to 60%, which is quite good. This I think this market structure, the three Lanka market structure. I took a trade from here. I'll show you what trade I took, but very late trade. But it was a 200 pips ka good scalp. But I was bearish today, but no bearish entries. We couldn't find a bearish entries. After the news, it was quite hard. But scalping trades were found, which were more than 100 pips. But let me tell you the psychology behind when news is there and when how should we trade news if that happens. So daily time frame play, what I will be looking for is closing below this to go bearish and closing above this to buy. So I probably don't think buying is going to happen because it doesn't seem it won't close above this level 350 ka. So I think it will close around in the middle, which is exact thing that we don't want because it's no confirmation towards the bullish or bearish side. But I'm for the time being, I'm bearish on gold. When I should have from yesterday only, but I was bearish from this level, which was great level, but I should have seen this wicks, which gave a which gave high supports in the daily time frame. Gave us a resistance only once, that also a pullback. So I should have seen that coming. That's fine. We took a buying scalp today in the morning, which was from our level. The level we marked yesterday, I marked this level. That scalp we took. 4 hour pay, same. This yesterday. Yesterday we discussed this. So 4 hour pay, this angle thing happened, which gave an indication of selling. See, this is engulfing candle. The 4 hour pay engulfing is it's much more. Yes, that is well, but I wasn't sure how news would come, so that's why I didn't do this. Let me tell you, but how my mindset and how I was thinking. So this was the market structure. This could have been taken, and I didn't take this. I was not paying attention at that time. This was 10:30. So when I'm on the phone, it's very difficult for me to see higher time frame charts. Mm. But yeah, market structure followed close below this. Mm. Yeah, for 4 hour guys who trade in 4 hours, this is a 4 hour market structure ka trade. Uh, yes, that's a good trade. That this level we yesterday marked, but we waited for this one. If I told you that let's keep the targets over here, right? Not for this, but from here we could have this we could have resistance from here. See, yes, actually 74 to 75. It's a great level to sell. What can we do? It's let's keep that trade for the future. It could give bigger returns, of course, but lose the sight of what's happening. This engulfing, which happened in the afternoon to sorry at night yesterday, finish, and it's forming a double top after engulfing that normally doesn't happen. This is also a market structure here. Two kinds of market structure. So that will be much more confidence for me to sell if I see somewhere around these levels. I'm very confident to sell it. In lower time frames, I might have a better entry for this one. Then, yeah, that's a good trade to hold. If you are thinking that AX5 was going to go bullish, today the news forecast was 117K NFP non-farm payrolls, but non-farm employment change, no? Non-farm payrolls, employment change, that is what it is. So the higher it is, the higher it is, the more greater good it does to the currency. So it came higher than expected, which gave DXY a 6 p.m. candle. 5 minutes. Yeah, this candle 6 p.m. See, perfect news trading. I mean, third quarter has just started, and in third quarters, normally what happens is, yeah, this happens. What is this? This is 6 p.m. candles happen. I told you a week before or a couple days before that uh, 6 p.m. candles will happen in the future in the third quarter only because last year the same time also we had the same kind of price action. Either it went up or it went down, but price action always said where it wants to go. It price action always tells you almost. I mean, sometimes it's confusing when price action does what it does is it will sell and buy from all the buying and selling positions. Now you are unsure where it would go. So, but what happened today was it tapped a lot of buying positions and it took liquidity from them, and now it has clean structure to move towards the downside. So that is what happened today. And observe that, and with after forming 6 p.m. One minute candle. I was, it's not like FOMO, but I entered the trade. 1 minute, if you see, 1 minute only, it was very big, a very big candle. See, this was the candle they were talking about. And it closed here after touching this. So I took a scalp from the next candle to, yeah, this low only, because this 330, even though it's a good level, 330, I told you to, this is a trend line, some trend line that I've drawn. I told you to buy from 28, 28 पे. 28 पे we have a 1 minute green candle. 1 minute पे green candle we have. What I tell you. Okay. 1 minute green candle we had. Mm, 28th level had 1 minute green candle. I did not observe this, but I should have bought from here, and I would have been risk-free, I think. Yes, it would have been risk-free. But I told this in the Telegram group, no? Yeah, our trade would have been like this. Long position. something like this. Uh, Stop loss below 25. Yes. Yeah, we would have been risk free, and risk free would have been taken. Uh, yeah, I didn't take this trade, but apparently anybody that did, this would be how it goes. It would hit a risk free, so it doesn't matter if you take this trade or not. But that's the intuition. But if it finds some support and some buyers are willing to buy from here, that would be our trade, and we should do that. Even it's a loss or if it's a profit, it doesn't matter. We have to do it because you have to be disciplined to do that. And 1 minute, this is 1 minute ka time frame. So 1 minute, yeah, a lot of things happen. But I sold from here, so I kind of missed that 328 entry somehow. And yeah, I sold from 336 or something. Hold it till 30. 60 pips ka scalp I did. Then selling levels. See, intermediate selling levels I had to see, but 1 minute, but I didn't want to see. I waited for 5 minutes. The 5 minutes, there's nothing that could see these candles. You think 5 minutes for anything? I mean, after this candle only, we should have the pullback that could have done that. After this candle only, we know that it was. It didn't even close 43. It closed. This candle alone in the 5 minutes is 52. 28, that is 250 pips. 250 pips ka only new candle has formed. I think 1 minute was also same situation. No? Yeah, 1 minute was see this candle alone is 50 to 29. That is that is 300, that is 29, that is 200 pips, no? Yeah, 200 pips of a 1 minute candle. That is what news trading is. That could give you higher rewards, but you should be very lucky because price action wouldn't save you for that one. Mm. So we should have sold here. Did I enter? Come on, I should have entered a short here just right now. I was thinking of entering a short and uh, I turned on the stream and I forgot. It was stupid, but yeah, I should have entered here. What is this? 5 minutes. Yeah, I want to enter here. Anyway, uh, this consolidation was expected. Uh, this pullback was expected. I didn't. I captured a pullback, as I told you. I captured this pullback. This was the daily time frame ka market structure. See, yesterday we were talking about this. When lower time frames are failing, go into higher time frames and find the levels. I already told you that. See, same level, same that level only. Market structure. Never followed before. Of course, it will follow now, or at least till this week. And it was very good trade, man. This is something that even in this kind of selling, to be able to capture that buying is something epic only. Yeah, this was my intuition and market structure I saw, and as I bought with a higher quantity, and that also gave a tremendous amount of results. But my target, however, was until here, 40 until 40, but it didn't reach that as this candle formed. I gave up and I went out because this candle alone is 60 pips. I'm already up 200, above 200 pips. 311, 312 I think I entered. 312 I saw if it's doing, is it doing something there? I waited. And this closing didn't buy me off. See this closing. This closing didn't couldn't it wouldn't catch anybody's attention, no? This week because whenever there is a buying, high buying, this is a 10, only 10 pip ka week we have, 10, 20 pips ka week. which is not a so that was a little scary for me. But as I told you, 1 day ka time frame. So I gave a good stop loss. My stop loss was 40, 50 pips ka stop loss. But there was also fair value of a cover at the same time. That is why, yeah, this is 5 minute ka time frame. No? If around this somewhere, I holded it for quite long time. Because as I told you, my target was 40 pips, 400, then 3340, and it didn't reach. I don't know why that is. Actually, I know why that is. I forgot to uh, put Fibonacci levels. Yep, there it is. Our friend is back. Fibonacci is back with the 50%. Nicely done. Still, I hoped for the 60% would have been very nice. Let's see. Um, yeah, 60% you could take a scalp. It's looking juicy as well. You could take a scalp from 60% level. But I'm thinking after today's close, let me see market structure again. Overall pay less and less. This was this another one here, and it will also cover the fair value gap. So our pay if you want to buy here only, uh, far away, there could be a double bottom form. Double bottom will be, or would it take this liquidity? I'm thinking it would take this liquidity, even though this is a good level. I hope this liquidity cover this fair value gap, and from here moves towards the upside and comes to these levels and sell these levels and get sold from there to these levels. Yeah, that's the ideal case scenario, of course. Friday tomorrow manipulation will be there. Let's see how good we are with manipulation tomorrow. Mm, and that is mostly it for today. For our that is what is showing us. So I think if that happens, 309 is a good level for buying as well. The market structure of yeah, that would be filled. Mm, here also you have 304 also you have market structure. To think about it. Is it a daily time frame का market structure? That is what I need to say. No, daily time frame पे it's not. After this, we only have this here, 295. Uh, this one not accounted for. This is not accounted for. Yeah, I think those are the two levels that we can buy from. Buy from meaning if bearish higher time frames, it's bearish. It probably a scalp, but that scalp could be 100, 150 pips easily. So doesn't mind us. We are 100 to 150, 100 to 200 pips ke traders. Our normal trades looks like that only, no? 100 to 200 pips. Sometimes above that also. Sometimes above 200. Sometimes above 300 as well. We captured those kind of things. There was times last week only. Last week Friday, last weekend cut rate, which we hold it. That was 400 pips, right? So yeah, we did a great job with our trades. Nothing, nothing short of a miracle. So here, this all is just consolidation. Nothing. Nothing much. See, after this move came and these two moves, there is nothing there. I knew that, and I left the charts. Nothing happened. See, and it's so hard to create these situations. See, some trend line that is that I've marked has been working. I think in daily ka time frame, on daily ka only. I think daily ka only time frame ka trend line that is it's been following. It's been breaking. It's no place to trade for us. All I was expecting for this move to be captured, but I scalped it out of FOMO, but I had a very good risk to reward ratio, so I did that, and I'm already up to in the morning we did a trade, as you remember, 140 pips ka trade. What was that? Let me see the Telegram group. The buying ka trade, no? Yes, yes. Book our trades at 558. Is it selling or was it buying? Hmm. I was buying 344, so we bought. Yeah, yesterday's level only was, where was it? 344, yeah, this one. And did I have a level here? Yes, this is the level. We booked it 150, 140 pips, no? Because, yeah, this candle scared me a little bit. From that only, gold was bearish. From the opening only, it was bearish. This 140 pips we captured. Very nice. After that, this selling we could have captured, but I was away from the charts. Double top and fair value gap cover is auto a significant auto block cut rate, and that is from a good level. I think this could have been taken. If I was bearish for the day, this would have been my entry overall, and I would have looked it till, yeah, of course. I mean, 1 minute where only it fell 200 pips. I would look for at least 400. How much is this, by the way? This is a 150-minute candle only. Only one we enter trades at 50-minute candles, and this in 115-minute candle pay, everything happened. And everything happened, that is 52, 11, that is 400 pips. 400 pips happened in a single candle. Nothing we can do about it. That's fine only. I'm not greedy that I didn't catch this move. It's fine. See, the moves we took though. See this move. Yesterday I marked this level. Yesterday only I marked here. I told you if it comes to these levels, let's buy. And we had a great stop loss and we risk free. I think we could have risk free around here, 60 pips there. And after that we hold it. It it was trying to come back, but we hold it and then hit our TP target 140 pips. Uh, I shared that in the Telegram group. Most of our trades were forming in the Asian session, so it's likely for it's very good for you if you place trades already if you have limit orders placed. That will that limit orders placed with the SL also with SL and TP already SL TP and risk free already kept around this. That would be just trade that you just have to you don't have to worry about it. If it comes to your levels, I mean, if you have alerts and if you are alert with that alert, then that's fine. I'm saying, yeah, go ahead with it. If you're not the guy a person who is alerted by those alerts, then it's probably good that you should have a limit buying orders or limit selling orders. So I had my limit order placed 44 pay. I bought my stop loss was this, and I got the notification I was entered. I mean, I woke up around 8 o'clock, so I got my notification here. I saw my notification here. Then I risk freed at this level. Around time I woke up only, I risk freed. Then I just looked it up to. Yeah, on 40 pips. In this market structure, I was a little afraid of, but that's fine. It was good. I think this should have been our selling trade. And even if I'm not here and see this trend line, which we took trade from yesterday as well. No, this one, this is the one. Is this a new trend line? What trend line is this? A lot of trend lines, maybe I should name them, no? This is a higher time frames ka trend line, which is, I think 1 hour time frame pe is 1 hour time frame pe is touch is having 1, 2, 3 touch points. So yeah, that actually yes, man, that is good trade. I mean, how are we missing these trades? It is our strategy, no? Shouldn't miss this. When I look in, when I look at the market levels, so that is why I should have market levels. Maybe from tomorrow I'll use this chart in my phone as well. Because these market levels are so good. In my phone, I had to mark them again, and it's pretty rusty there. I should have known this. Yeah, this one, 15 minutes, 30 minutes, I think we'll have a little bit more clarity. Yes, 30 minutes. We don't see this, but we would understand what is happening. Closing below this. So retest happened around here. So retest by closing it didn't give, almost didn't give above this trend line, and it was a significant order blocker level. So yeah, it's a great entry for people who are into selling and who maybe understand the bias. It just was out of this trade, so I was looking for selling from this level as I told you, and yeah, that is why I think I didn't take this trade. That's fine. But it gave a good engulfing candle, as I told you. In the This was engulfing 4 hour candle, this whole candle. So that was a little bit thing that we had to think about. That is why we kept profits small, which is 140 pips. It's not small, but smaller than we expected. Our take profit was, I think, around 200 pips. But I told you, no, we shouldn't, 200, 250 pips, I think. 70 pip, something we had. So I told you after seeing the market, how it's behaving, let's do it at 140 pips. And it was very fast, and we were just, uh, we were up 840 pips this week with this trade. So after that, we took a scalp. I took a scalp around, what did I post? Um, what is the selling level is marked? Can buy from 48, but after a green candle, 48, where was 48? 40 was never reached. Okay, 48 was reached here. So this one actually should have given us indication. Actually, there was trend also here. That's trend that's currently happening. Yeah, in the future we could expect it to test this way. It might come. It comes to these levels, we can sell. I'm more into selling than buying only. Mm, let's see. There's an order block that needs to be filled. Hey, overall, the W day opened up, gap up, and no starter block or trade. That's fine. But it became a breaker block, which never, which didn't give much of oppression to gold. That's fine. It's not a significant level. 56, 55. That's not a significant level. Mm. This was what we were in for, and that happened 150 pips. Double top happened kind of. Should have sold from here. I told you. Uh, but change of structure happened here. 50 pay it didn't take its support. Should have taken support. It didn't take, and that could have been our indication for bearish, gold to be bearish. But still, yeah, I think we should have looked gold to be bearish, man. That was a nice thing we missed. We missed hold this move. And see, was kind of following. It's kind of see one buying has already happened here. Second buying happened here. Third buying happened here. So these many times buying won't happen from the same level. Right? If it happened from the same level, that means it's going to be broken, or at least liquidity would be taken, and that just should be enough. 52, just 5 minutes, 15 minutes before we have a good indication of it's going down. 1 hour pay, maybe we had a better indication. Yep, 1 hour pay. 1 hour pay, it gave a better indication. Market structure was there. Market structure was there. Yeah, and this order block was there. If you see, and 50 ka level was there. Oh, wow. That is great trade. 50, 52 pay. That's a great trade. And this order block, this has not become an order block, but it kind of looked like when this candle has formed, it looked like it is looking like it's going down only, no? This is what bearish trend looks like. It was pretty obvious. Just have to see them. Market structure pair it had. Yeah, I think before news coming out only, we had that. If news has come, good for gold and bad for US, probably would have taken liquidity from these levels. There's three times buying which happened, maybe below these levels as well. See this market structure, which it got sold from Fibonacci level and the market structure level. We don't usually sell from market structures level. See, it's like this. This market structure never reached, which made it a inverse market structure. Let's see. Let's see that. Let's call it that. Inverse market structure, where when it comes back to that market structure again, where it should have followed. Now it's going, which should have been support before, which have broken. Now is resistance. That is a theory, no? That is just the theory what it is. What supports and resistance are. If something is giving you support and closing has happened below that support, it just becomes a resistance from then on. Yeah, that observations could be made, and this was a very good level to sell as well. But I told you this is scalping, not pure selling. I mean, this trade could go to here. I told just now as well also that it has the potential to go back to these levels. But do we want that? Hmm. Let's see if anything forms. Yeah, that is all true today actually. There's nothing that was surprising except this 6 p.m. candle, which is not surprising because news candles are like this only. NFP pair. FIP, this is what happens normally. So yeah, that one buying, two buying, three buying, trend line was being following. Hmm. If that is all. That is all for today. Short session because, but yeah, the trades I took, I'll show you. Of course, in the lower time frames. Yeah, this one trade I took. After 1 minute, I told you is 30 pay I looked, no? That trade, forget that trade. That trade is happened. Then I was looking for new entries. That scalp has happened till here, somewhere around here. So now I was looking for better entries. Again, again, then what happened was this trend line also. It closed below 28. And did I sell from here? Okay. Told you to buy from there and I sold from there. Crazy times. I mean, see, it's just when you are in the market, you understand that this is what's happening. And it just gives you the intuition. Okay, it seems like the next possible thing. See, as this order block formed, I think formed around here. Yeah, this has become an order block. Then this was trend line, some trend line I was seeing. It was just not clear, but it was a trade I wanted to test, and it went great. Actually, I had a very little stop loss about this high, 30 was which is the high stop loss only. But still, this was a good. This was a good trade. I looked for 315 level, 315. When that day this green candle formed, I closed around here on 30 pips something. 16, yeah, something I closed. After this candle only I closed. I could have looked for this, but as I told you, uh, it was new, so I resisted a bit. Yeah, this was a 130 pips ka trade that I took. Exact intuition and intermediate levels. What intermediate levels place? Why intermediate levels place long is this? It's a buying is gold is dumping. Then what you will do? Everybody wants to sell. Now what market will do is let's give selling to them because they are not going to sell because in 1 minute also they are not going to sell just by looking at these candles. These candles they have no selling level. If they sell from here in middle of nowhere, they won't do that. At least let's give them the intermediate resistances. So what market does is it gives us this kind of intermediate resistances for us to enter. And then people enter, people buy, because people sell, and okay to dump to the next level, which is next support. And this we have engulfing here. I thought we missed engulfing and good candle closures. There is market structure here. But I bought from here only, T12, so it didn't matter. My trade was, as I told you, I already marked this trade. Not that sharp. T12 pay something I did. It was yeah 190 pips. That's correct. That's correct. Because yeah, this is where I sold from. Of course, that is where I book again when it comes back to that level. Hmm. 1 minute. I never see 1 minute. I told you that guys that I never see 1 minute. But the next selling that could have been captured was this selling scalp, which was Fibonacci. Easy. That was the easiest trade I think for today. Even if you didn't know this market structure has failed and retested, this was I think the easiest trade that you could have done. Now, of course, we are not look. Uh, we should look. It's a easy scalp. I tell you why. because everybody is looking to sell from here, right? So what that will make gold is, see, when it came back with this momentum, when it taps this level, what will happen is it will dump again and it will come back to these levels because they'll see when even if the market is here, they'll see that it has tapped that level and no selling levels above. Now we have to sell, and the panic selling mode will turn on for them, and they'll sell from there, which will look to these levels easily, which is not good for gold as it will be denying the market structure in the daily time frame. So it did. That is one of the reasons why it doesn't look for great levels of selling when selling is happening. That is one reason. And the second reason is a 50% level and the market structure ka level is there. So these all confluences give us very good selling level. So you could have a tight stop loss, but normally our stop loss would look something like this. If you're doing a Fibonacci cut rate, right? 60 whips ka we should give a target. Where it would be the target? Of course, this low. Normally this low. What is this? But I don't think it has reached. No, no, it has not reached. So normally this could be the target. Maybe have a little buffer, and I think we'll have it because there's a double bottom forming here. Something we'll know when we are in a trade. So yeah, that could have been our trade. Only that we didn't mark Fibonacci levels. I mean, after this move, in this move only, I expected consolidation because combined move. See what happened: 400 pips down and 300 pips up. 700 pips ka move in a short span of time is not a joke. So whatever the volume, what it should give has happened, and they went away. They booked their profits or they booked their sales, and they went away. And here their profit booking came, or buying orders came, gave a pullback, 50% level tap, then little pullback again. Now forming trend. Is it trend line? No. I think we will see a little bit upside move from here, break of structure. Let's see, and test this trend line again. This time close above. I don't want it to close above. I want to see this buying, the second buying. Yes, 50% level tapped and is satisfying. 50% level tapped and satisfying does mean that you should look for it to go to the lowest of like swing low or swing high. That is the trade, no? Trade will be like this only, no? 250 pips ka trade, yeah. This would be the trade. You have a stop loss here. This was the trade. This is a Fibonacci trade, the strategy we do. Yes. Hmm. Market structure followed here. Hmm. Market structure is goated, man. I can't tell you enough. This level is also market structure and daily time frame. Gotta give it to it. Market structure is best strategy there is. Hmm. Yes, that is all for today. Even if I want to give you the trades now, can't. Probably look selling below this level, 23 below if it comes. You could sell till let's see 5 minutes. Market structure here also followed. So probably look for this low. This could be easily taken, yes. If it comes below this level. That's just a confirmation. I know that it will most probably will come back. Yes, even though it's a good level where people bought, It's not a great level. Uh, Let me see if that is a level where 50% or anything is forming, because that would be something that we should take into consideration. Without that, we are good to go. Mm, From here, we have 50% to 60% cut. So I'm thinking if it wants to come to 60%, as I told you that it should cover the fair value gap and do that, and tomorrow's candle might do that, and that would be a great buying for us. And looking for this swing low, it is not even 50%. 50% is here. So maybe our stop loss should be here. 304, 305 is fine. It's fine. No, our trade will be from 310. So 310 onwards, 310 to 60 pips per stop loss we could give, which is the great level to buy from. So whoever is watching, this would be a great level to buy from 30, but 305, that is the last level to buy from. 3010, 30, I mean 310 say, you could buy. You could buy relentlessly. That would be great buying. So I want the price to come down, and it seems like it's coming down as well. Uh, so as I told you, uh, let's sell from below this level. There's no buying level below this level. Liquidated trade, you could say, but probably don't have that much hope for that. Yeah, this could be looked. And with that, let's end today's session. Today, great day. We are up 140 pips here, and a little bit of scalping. Where do we do scalping? It's very hard to post this in Telegram because it happens. I did it in a 1 day, 1 minute time frame. I'm seeing the charts and I'm posting it. Can't happen both at the same time, and it's very risky. So I'll probably tell you to avoid this day only. Avoid after the Asian session. You should have avoided the entire thing. I mean, you should avoid at least news. News you should definitely avoid. It's it could be manipulative, and your stop loss would be just gone. Uh, so yeah, I think 48 say we bought again. I think 48 say we bought again. 48 reverse 48. Oh, I'm missing 48. The 48 say we bought, and I think I had my stop loss 30 40 pips. So I think I captured this move. So that is why I couldn't look for selling because my bias was buying for that moment. Yeah, this is the trade I think. 70 website. Yeah, we did capture. Sorry, 48. No, sorry. Yep, I think this was a trade. I had 50 pips for stop loss. I will never have that. Maybe I didn't have a stop loss for this. I don't know. I did capture 70 pips. If you've lost something here, because I didn't, I should have showed you the RRs, but I didn't post the RRs. Just I told you buy from here, sell from here. You should ideally, if I sometimes tell you to do that, you should ideally have a 50 pips per stop loss. That is what I prefer. But I was looking for these highs. That is why I think I had that much stop loss. But somehow I knew that there was a trend line and this was a fair value gap to cover. I booked it at 70 pips because it was bearish nature was being showing to me, and 4 hour per there was engulfing, and I'm in the middle of it. So that was the trigger point for me. Yes, that 70 pips. I mean, let's not consider this. Let's only consider this because this whole other session is not relevant to us. Sorry, I think my light went out. Just a minute. Yep. So you could take a buying scalp from here if you want, but I wouldn't recommend that because I don't give buying scalp for 20, 30 pips. We do higher pips trading. So if you want something, that is one thing that you could do. But yeah, everything else is the same as I told you. Buying below this level, selling below this level. If it goes above this, sell from here. RR's 50 pips, keep 50 pips next significant levels. See, this trade I'll place here if it comes back to that. 40, 50 pips ka, yes, 50 pips ka. Um, this is only valid if it goes above from here. I mean, from this point onwards, without breaking this level, if it goes to this level, which is 344, which we bought from earlier, if that happens, only then this is the target. Or else, if it comes down to these levels, or from these levels, it got bought and went to this, then we'll have a different story. But if in the Asian session it happens, this is the RR. What else is there? Buying I already told you. I'll replace that RR as well. Buying should have a bigger RR because it's a daily time frame level. So 3,300, I don't think 3,300 is good, but 70 pips I should have. This 310 ka I'm looking for. 310 say less to 310 say 60 is 70 pips. Let's give it. And yeah, targets are very high, of course. This also, if this comes back to this level before this only, this trade is valid and this SLs, this TB is valid. If it does something else, then we'll have different levels. Actually, it's fine. Only. 330 pips. 1 is to 4.7 is fine, no? Enter with a lower quantity if you're afraid of this much big stop loss. And those are two trades that I'm interested in. And I told you good closing below this level, good scalp this. And buying pay, I'm only interested here. Nothing else. 5 minutes also. There's no buying I could see. Yep. And those are the trades. Mark those levels. Have those alerts. 310 ka, 344 ka, 375 above. That will, I mean, after it will happen after quite long time. But remember those levels. And this 323 ka level also. Below that you could sell. Yeah. With that, we end today's session. 140 pips up today. Total 860 pips up in this week. 840 pips up in this week. So 160 pips to go to make this 1,000 pips per week. Uh, let's see if any of these two trades works out. Then we are in 1,000 pips per week. So yeah, that is it. That is it. No more trades. Volume is also see the steep decline in the volume. The peak was 18, of course, 6 o'clock news then steep decline. I think a lot of people lost their money, lot of money today. You know, yeah, It feels like that. But if you have a good risk management strategy, it should matter for you. A good day today. Lot of lessons to learn. Understand how. See, I won't predict this. I definitely am not going to predict this, and I'm not telling you to have your buy stops and sell stops or on the both sides. So we capture the one. No, that is not what I would tell you. I would tell you follow the price action and go with that. Nothing else. No sattabaji. No gambling in here. Yes, gambler could win this one, of course, but at what? How would he survive? No, he couldn't survive. He won't survive. That's uh, that's the proposition. Yeah, it's tapped our. I mean, no, nothing. It tapped nothing. Do nothing here. Let's end this session. We'll come back tomorrow, and I'll please follow us on the Telegram channel where we post updates as soon as possible for all of you to take trades. Uh, and pin the channel if you are a subscriber, and subscribe to our YouTube channel where we come live every day of working day of the week. And with that, we end today's session. Trade with Maze. That's all I can tell you. With same motivation, we'll make this 1,000 pips a week again, 2 weeks in a row. Let's go, guys. See you tomorrow.